Hello. Today I'm live twice today, but I figured it was a good time to go live and talk about the boot camp that we have inside of the Social Circle, because we're on week 4 tomorrow, and I'm not sure if people know that the boot camp is live every single week. On Tuesdays, I go live with whoever's on the Zoom, and we go through that week of the boot camp. And for tomorrow, we're talking about creating consistent content. Now, this is week 4. It's a 12-week boot camp about creating content. It's not a course. You don't have to buy anything extra. You just join our group, and then you go through the weeks with us. First week, mindset. Because that is legitimately the first thing that you have got to get under control when you start posting online, because it's that and the fear, right? The fear of posting. The second week we did branding yourself, because not something that Jennifer and I understood in the beginning. We were constantly trying to market a product, and we found ourselves becoming the product when really it's about becoming the brand. You're the brand. So that's what week 2 is. Week 3 was crafting like your content plan. So last week we went all over that. And then this week we are doing creating consistent content. So I'm going to go over, let me just give you a little sneak peek of what we're going to talk about tomorrow for week 4. And this is for anybody. If you're already a content creator, if you are wanting to learn how to market through social media and create content, faceless, not faceless, however you want to do it, you still have to learn how to create the content and market and all of that. So it's for anybody. It's not just for people that are already creating content. If you're brand new, you've never even heard the word digital marketing before, you've never even thought you could sell anything online or promote products or even build your own business and sell your own products. That's also an option when you have all of this knowledge and you understand how it all works. So let's get back to, that's why the first few things we talked about, mindset, building your brand, then we get into the content. A lot of courses we noticed would take you immediately into like the business aspect of it, or they would say that you really need to niche down to figure out who your target audience is. And really in the beginning, you just need to start creating content, because that's going to be your biggest hurdle, is overcoming that fear, figuring out your mindset, your self-worth, like actually wanting to post online, because people are mean. I say it all the time, but people are rude and disgusting humans. So it is what it is. But if you have any questions, make sure you drop them in the comments so that I can answer them. But anyways, the next thing is about creating the content. And we noticed that the courses that we purchased and we were learning from, and we've purchased a few courses, because I am not going to sit here and tell somebody to buy a product that I haven't used, because I wouldn't want to do it if I was following, one of my influencers that I follow or a content creator that I follow. Like you expect to be getting the truth when somebody gives you a recommendation, right? You expect that they used it, maybe. So, but we noticed that the courses were kind of going in a different direction that we thought is really the roadmap, is really the path. And again, mindset, week 1, that was the most important. Week 2, branding. Week 3 is about creating your content calendar. And tomorrow, like I said, is week 4. And that is going to be about creating consistent content. And just a couple of the things that, like, defining consistency is a big thing, because that's something 3 years ago when I came into the space, it was like, oh, you just need to be consistent. You need to be consistent. But nobody actually tells you what that means. But that's because it's going to be different for everybody. Everybody's level of consistency is going to be different. Some people have jobs, some people don't. Some people have kids, some people don't. You need to find your level of consistency, whatever that is. And I'm going to go through that in detail tomorrow in the Zoom. And then give just some examples of why people struggle. What is keeping people from creating the content? And I have a couple of things, but lack of content ideas is one of them. Discouragement. And I know that I posted this earlier I talked about this earlier in one of my lives. If you go to the one right, not the video before this, but the one before that, I talked about 90% of people that start learning how to make money online and learning how to create content, they quit after between 6 and 12 months. 90%. 90%. So I'm going to go over that, and really it goes back to the first couple of things I talked about, but I can give ideas, like ideas in the Zoom. An idea would be one daily habit that you're already doing every single day. Like, you could create content about that every day. You could create content making your coffee every day, or sitting in your car waiting to pick up your kid, or whatever. Another thing I'm going to talk about is batching your content, batch filming, and then just having that strategy prepared so that when you're, and I'm on my phone right now, but when you're planning out your week, you have all of it set up, and it may not be ready to go and ready to hit, post, but at least you will have a roadmap of like how to batch it, where you're going to batch it. You do it all in one fell swoop and get it done. And if you don't know what batching content is, that's just where you can take a couple of hours and all you're going to do is film. That's all you're going to do, whether you change clothes or not. That's a personal preference, but you're just going to film. Maybe you'll film in one room and then you'll move on to another room. And that's just what batching is. And you could record 5 different reels in the span of maybe an hour. And then if you plan them, then you've got your strategy to go along with that. Jennifer says, having content drafted is a time saver. That's facts. And if you did not know, most people should have the capability now to rename their drafted reels. And that's also something that we have gone over in the Social Circle. Little tips and tricks like that you maybe didn't know beforehand. All stuff we talk about in there. So again, not a course. This is a community where you can learn. So let's see. Next thing is using trends without losing your own voice. And that goes down to audio. It could be actual trends, right? Oh, I don't want to dance. You don't have to dance. You don't have to dance. You can still post the audio where people are dancing and use it in other ways. So that's also something else we talk about, is how you can use trends in your own way so that it's authentic to you. Because I said this in January, but I strongly believe that is the way that social media is going, and it has already started to make it shift. So you have to have your own authentic voice. You have to stand out from everybody else. And the only way you do that is by being yourself and being authentic. So, and tomorrow during the week 4 of the boot camp, we're going to go through some different trends that you can use and like how you can use them to your advantage. And then I have a little challenge that I'm going to introduce to the community. And it's just like 7 days. It's a challenge within the challenge. So we've got the boot camp, but inside of the boot camp is a little 7-day posting challenge, because I know one member in particular who has had trouble just getting started, just starting posting that content. So hopefully this will give them and everyone else that joins tomorrow, it'll give a little challenge to post content every day. And it's not like make a reel about what you're promoting. No, it's very simple stuff like post, introduce who you are. Give a simple tip. Right? Those are easy things that you can do, and you can create content without overthinking it. I think it was the podcast. Yeah, Jennifer and I in our Social Circle podcast last week talked about how a video that I did totally random and impromptu ended up going viral on TikTok, and I think it's at 1.2 million views now. And it's just me talking. It's at Thanksgiving. It was totally random, but it worked because I was being authentically me. And it was just me speaking. And that's awesome, right? That's where we want to get to. That's 3 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to do that. 3 years ago, I had an unrealistic expectation that I would have been able to do that. 3 years ago, I didn't have somebody helping me the way that Jennifer and I are helping inside of our Social Circle community. Because truly, we want to see people succeed faster than we did. Like, legitimately, if people can get it faster than us, then that's a win. That's a win. And we have 2 members that are just killing it, and they're improving every single week. So I just wanted to come out and talk about the boot camp and what week 4 is going to be tomorrow. So you still have time to join. You still have time to join, and you get in free for 7 days. So like, it's not like you have to pay a big chunk of money right now. Plus it's $29 a month. It's not that much for a community, for tips and tricks, for an entire classroom filled with different types of education, from affiliate marketing to brand deals to content creation. I mean, ChatGPT, anything and everything. So if nothing else, you should go check it out. So you at least know what's in there and see if it's at least worth your while. And if you do join, stick around and join me in the Zoom tomorrow, week 4 of the boot camp. And I'm excited. We're starting to get into the creating the content piece now. So I hope to see you all there tomorrow. Make sure that you go to, I know you'll be there. Hi. Having help is a huge win. Yes, absolutely. Wouldn't have been here without you, without Jennifer, without my community, without my networking and the people that I've met along the way. So, join the boot camp, join the Social Circle, go up to the link in my bio, check it out. if you don't like it, send me a DM and let me know why. Because there's a lot of stuff in there, a lot of good information, and one-on-one support from us 24/7. I hope that everybody has a wonderful rest of your Manic Monday. And I am going to go prepare for my filming of the podcast tomorrow and my week 4 Zoom in the group. So have a wonderful day.